Good morning. This is Rita in Mobile, Alabama, where it's quite rainy today. I love the images of these little seed pods on the tree. Seed dripping with the rain. Welcome to my home. Hooray. I've been interested in the body, well, maybe all my life, but like withdrawing it and taking Franklin method and doing yoga for a while now. And so I've collected a few artifacts to help me understand and internalize that understanding. And so I am also trying to apply the lessons of understanding from the inside out how our body works. And I have a few tools. One of these tools is a children's yoga. And one of the tools is reading. This is The Thinking Body by Mabel Todd. And then drawing, writing. Really, I just traced these off of a template. And this is a game where I named different body parts for myself. And then some intentions that I have for how to understand my body. Here's the... And then I have a delicious world of bone models. And I want to try to document a little bit about what and how I'm understanding this and presenting it in some yoga classes. And so this week, in order to help me understand about the sit bone and how it can help me find my position and placement in yoga poses, is that I remembered that when the leg comes forward, the sit bone comes too. I have other bone models and other lessons to share. Let me collect my thoughts and get back with you. Does this stop from here? Hi again. I set up the tripod a little bit differently in the meantime. All this is very new to me. I wanted to explain a little bit about maybe why I have gotten so interested in learning about the body. I think the precipitating event, the main reason that kind of put me into it was getting more involved in my studies of yoga. And one of the things I liked about yoga was the breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. When I would settle in to do that, particularly when my teacher Michelle Roy said, breathe into your back. Wow, it was a whole new sensation, a very calming sensation. And it brought me to mind of when I was a little girl and would play breathing games, like seeing if I could take a deep breath and how long I could hold it for, or could I hum all the way across a bridge in a nearby park. And so I visited, at one point about 5 or 6 years ago, I visited a friend of mine who was a dancer and just beautiful. She could, and always was able to move her body in any number of ways. And she was explaining, she said, okay, here's your shoulder blades, and in here you have your spine. And I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I believe you. I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm moving, I'm eating, but I'm not sure. I just feel it. And so the quest, it seems, has been about embodiment. And so to find myself as an energetic person, a mental person, a caring person, with more coordination and more inner awareness was what I sought. And so for my birthday last year, I did get a model. My husband gave me this model of a spine, and I've taken it to a couple of yoga classes. I got this one because it says it's flexible, and I doubt it's as flexible as the human body, but it's nice, and it's nice to illustrate. I learned in my training with the Franklin method that these are the spinous processes, the bumps down their back, and that if we can imagine these flowing down like patting a kitty, oh, that can give a sense of ease and a sense of grace and embodiment. The other thing that I really enjoyed learning was that these lower spinous processes, see, they have more room between them, and so when we would begin to do a back bend, I used to think, and now I know, I used to think that it was a matter of opening the heart and moving this back, but if you can see, there's not really much room for them to move. They can kind of move forward a little bit, they can kind of splay out, but then actual back bends, not so much. This is the thoracic spine, it's where the rib cage attaches, but just below that, but before you get to the hips, in the place where there's a lot of abs, a lot of core muscles, the muscles can help the spine move into its happy place. See, watch those pieces come together, so the back bend is in the lower back. This was such a revelation to me. And while we're on it, we'll finish up this video today with this insight that I thoroughly enjoyed. As much as these are amazing at providing the space for us to find our back bends in yoga or any movement, then what we can see is that it's this rib cage, the vertebrae behind the rib cage, the thoracic vertebrae, that are amazing. Let's see if you can see this. Oops. At spinning. So when we'd go to do the twists, we would spin from the upper, not the upper back quite up here by the neck, but between the shoulders. That's where we have a lot of agility to spin. I've enjoyed using these clues in my yoga practice. I find that if I spin, for example, doing a chair yoga, knowing that it's not coming from my hips, it's not coming from my neck, it's just coming from the ability of the rib cage to spin on its axis, then it's been very freeing. So, take care, all you yogis and yoginis and people with backs and rib cages and friends all. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.